What's going on, guys, girls? Rob here with you. And yeah, look down right here. We can now have 10 guests on the channel at one time, not six. We have bumped up to we've bumped up to being a member of the StreamYard. So what that means is we are not limited on how many hours we have a month. We're not limited on our guest limit's 10 at one time, but we're able to we can bring people through and then bring back around. And so it's definitely going to be a lot of fun, I think. Um, updates, updates. We're going to do um, um, payoff pitch. We're going to start to do more of the payoff pitch tournament. We're going to do that as well as Status Pro Basketball. We're going to try to do that. Good morning, Keith. What's up, my friend? Um, we're going to give this a shot. We're going to see what a year of this does for the channel. And we're not looking solely at how many people are subscribed to the channel. We're looking at how many views we get. We're looking at how many people participate in the channel. Even if it's the same amount of people every week, if it's a good amount and people are interested, then we're going to do it, and we hope it will be successful. So yeah, payoff pitch. I'm gonna get that tournament re-going. Um, Got to wind it back up again, get it going. I've only played a few games in that tournament so far. Status Pro Basketball. Everybody wants to see that. Tuesday nights, our picks. We don't only have to worry about um, we don't have to worry about any time limits now. But on top of that, we can have other shows during the week about other stuff. Even if somebody wants to talk about a game, we can do it. If somebody wants to talk about something else, we can do it. So, um, so far, my Inside the Cup golf, I showed my five golfers off. I have one vote so far. I will not tell you who voted for who. I will tell you who voted. Dwayne Martz voted, but I will not tell you which way he directed his vote. And so there's been one vote so far, and the first is coming up. So once the first comes, we will have the votes in. If there's only one vote, Dwayne Martz will vote my 12th person in to the Ryder Cup. Um, the Status Pro Basketball, really don't know who you guys want to see play. Um, we got a lot of early '80s teams, and then we got some mid '90s teams or early '90s teams as well. Uh, and then, of course, um, I've been in touch with PJet, and he's in the process of trying to move. Pete, definitely, I am. I'm going to try to get down there. I'd like to go look at the house. There's a house he wants, very interested in anyway. I'm not far from it, maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes away. I'm going to see if I can get some photographs of it today for PJet. PJet's been such a huge part of the community, especially when it comes to um, the especially when it comes to our YRL racing league, the racing league. He's played a huge part in that. Also, big thanks out to all the co-hosts on Tuesday night: Keith White, Harris Jessup, um, Anthony Crooks. Anthony's not been around the last couple weeks. He's told me he's been extremely busy. Tim Gillis, Tim Tribe Fan, um, as well as Matt Sharver, um, uh, Michael Peterson. Michael, we still gonna get you straight. Uh, all you gotta do is, if you come in on one of my StreamYard feeds now, I'll work one on one with you when we offer broadcast, and maybe even during the broadcast. Now, I'm not worried about time. There's no time constraints now. We're not constrained with time. And also, I didn't forget you, John Wise. John, um, we're gonna have you back on again. And like I say, now I can have 10 people. So you think it's been a madhouse before? Um, Having six of us some Tuesday nights with 10 of us. It should be a lot of fun. I think it will be. World Series one game each right now. Um, big big 4 run outburst. What second or third inning by the Astros last night. I have not watched one pitch of it so far. Um, but one game each. Heading travel day to day, heading back to Atlanta for three. I'm thinking Atlanta wants to win two of those. And Houston probably wants to win two of them, but they know they got to win one of them to get it back to Houston. Um, so I don't know. I don't know with both teams. You guys tell me. What's up, Arnold? We're doing great. We're doing great. We have subscribed to the StreamYard. We have subscribed to StreamYard. So now we're gonna start. You're gonna start seeing some wild stuff on the channel. We hope. Uh, we're gonna see what we can do. I got the subscription date up here because if I don't call them at the end of the year, if I want to get rid of StreamYard, then now I know the date. But I'm hoping that next year we're going to be such it's going to be such a successful situation that it's going to be just a no-brainer. So, how are you doing today, Arnold? Um, Keith's out there in Louisiana. We're expecting some rain this evening, afternoon, and then going all through the night and then into tomorrow morning. It's supposed to stop tomorrow sometime, but yeah, supposed to get some rain. A little bit of wind with it, but we got some wind early in the week as well. So um, who knows what we're going to end up getting from that? Um, yeah, I was also stating, what's up, Frank? Frank Wingscott. Frank, hold on now, hold on. Frank's in Ohio. Frank's in the Midwest. I gotta remember where everybody's from. Frank has a son that goes to college. Saint. No, it's not a major school. Saint Vincent's, something like it. But he's got a son that I think is a Cincinnati. Cincinnati. You're in Cincinnati area, okay? And he has a son that's a tight end. I think he's a tight end, or maybe a wide receiver, playing for that school. So that's cool. Yeah, I've been to Cincinnati, been around the edges of it. Um, Definitely, we want to make a trip to Great American Mount St. Joe. Okay, I got you. Yeah, it's so hard to remember everybody in the channel. Oh. Let me ask everybody here right now. Does everybody have a pen on my map? And if you're like, I don't know, then chances are you don't have a pen on my map. Let me go get my map. Let me go get my pens, and we can fix everybody that does not have one. First off, I gotta find my book though. I gotta find my book that actually keeps up with all of the people. Huh? No, don't laugh about me and my book. Don't laugh about me and my book. My wife is saying I can't find my book. I can find my book. I don't know where it's at, but I can find my book. Don't talk about me in my book. Don't talk about me in my book. But let me bring my map over here for a second. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about.
Probably in one of those little blue buckets right there.
Could be. All right.
That's where I would have them if it was me.
If you don't have a pen, we can see. If you don't have a pen, we can fill you in. A bunch of coins up here. There's a coin collector. Me. Coin collector. I don't see the pins right now. What's up, Sports Time Machine Mike? I gotta find my pins and then I can get us where we can put some more of those on. Let's try it this way. I'm a left ear person. What are you guys up to today? Sports Time Machine. Um, who's going to be the big dog that's going to fall this week in college football? Will it be Georgia? Will it be um, Michigan? Will it be Michigan? Rob, what do you think about Raw releasing all their wrestlers? Yeah, I heard about that. What it is, anybody that has contracts coming up in January, February, March, or April of 2022, they're letting them go. They're letting them go. Now, to be a little more specific, we are talking about a company in Baltimore. Okay, um, they've pretty much it's pretty much a television organization already. We already know that. Ring of Honor um, is looking to possibly expand. Okay, now the problem with they're trying to expand is this. You're almost stuck with trying to get foreign wrestlers. Mexico, Europeans, even Japanese. You're almost stuck with that because right now, the hottest commodity going in the United States right now is not the WWE, it's AEW. AEW now has separated away from Impact, starting, what is it, November 1st? It may be already, it may have already separated, but they were going to separate from them again. Um, Impact they needed that charge. They really did. Impact needed to charge more than AEW did, no doubt. Tony Khan did a service big time for Impact Wrestling because Impact Wrestling was sitting there kind of on the sidelines hoping to do better. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, that's just the way it was. Impact got a bump. Impact got a huge bump by AEW. Now, do I watch AEW? I don't. I have my reasons why I don't watch AEW. Ring of Honor's biggest problem, Sinclair running. Yep, it's not a wrestling company. Yeah, you're right. Sinclair is a television and uh, it's not only television. It's a music radio broadcasting company. Right. They have positives and negatives behind it. They can they can do pay-per-views for a tenth of what um, WWE, AEW does because they can do it on their own networks. They can, they can, you know, okay, we're going to Vegas. we're going to Vegas. Let's make it a 4 o'clock Vegas show. Let's make it a 7 o'clock East Coast show. They can do that in a week's time if they want to do it. They can do it in less than that, and the money's not the big huge issue there. Their problem has been trying to burst on the scene and become a bigger product, and it's hard to do when your whole base is in the Baltimore Philadelphia area, and you're not willing to give somebody with the same amount of clout something in Vegas maybe. It's there for the taking. It's there for the taking. MLW, they're doing well in their areas. I think it's up around New York. They're doing fine. Um, really, Canadian wrestling right now has really not got anything going on. Um, New Japan, they've still got their stuff rocking and rolling. They keep people coming in. They keep the Americans coming in there. They keep Europeans coming in. They keep the Mexicans coming in. Um, New Japan's got their stuff together, probably as good as anybody. But if AEW keeps signing the talent they're signing, the 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 one thing they need is to bring back the jobber. If anybody knows what the jobber is, it's pretty much the guy that comes in every week and gets his ass kicked. They need to bring some jobbers back so we can see some of the moves that some of the wrestlers do every week, and then in a pay-per-view hope to see some of this stuff anyway. And they're only doing 4 pay-per-views a year. I think it's a great thing by AEW standards. They don't have to do 15 of them a year. 4 is fine. They're making killer money right now on that TNT TBS deal, and as long as they keep their ratings high, which I hope they do. I hope they do. I don't watch it. That's just purely my thing. I don't have anything against it. Ring of Honor has actually been my favorite one to watch. Um, I've always liked Jay and Mark Briscoe. I liked Adam Cole when he was there. He was fun to watch. Young Bucks when they were there were fun. Um, um, Jay Lethal, yeah. Jamar Shipman, he is to me maybe one of the top 5 wrestlers I've seen wrestle in the last 25 years. I really think that, and he's a lot of fun to watch. So I'm hoping Ring of Honor gets their stuff together. Um, I think they're maybe trying to build something. We don't. They're not going to get into the great detail of what they're going to do, except with their wrestlers that they're going to be keeping, and they must have some type of situation that they're going to try to make things work. Now, channel update. Like I say, I want to come on and tell everybody I'm getting back into my payoff pitch. My payoff pitch tournament 2019. It's going to go back into full bore very very soon. Status Pro Basketball. We're going to try it and test it out on the channel. Probably we'll be doing 99% of our broadcast now on StreamYard. I am a member of the StreamYard network now, so um, where other people can have 6 guests or 5 guests, I can have 9 guests. It can be 10 of us on here at one time. And we're going to give it a try. We're going to give it a 1 year shot at it. And we're going to see what it's all about. Um, we may even do a background right here, right behind me. If we do that, who knows? I mean, the options are limitless. It shows you about 50 different backdrops we can put out there. Maybe we can have a big waterfall coming down on my head from behind. That'd be pretty funny. Um, let's see what else we got going on. Oh yeah, Ryder Cup. Me and Alan Shaw. Sometime next week. Um, maybe Friday. maybe tomorrow. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. We may end up um, showing you guys our five wild card picks. I've already showed mine. He's going to show his five wild card picks, and you guys get to vote on who he has as his 12th player on the European Ryder Cup side. You already get to vote. What's up, Earl? On my 12th Ryder Cup pick on the American side. Good morning, Rob. Tried demo of Inside the Cup. Nice game, but still trying to understand the game. Uh, it's a little bit. It's a little bit to it. It's a little bit to it. Um, watch my how to video of Inside the Cup. Uh, yeah, Dan Housen. Yeah, he's pretty funny. He is a little bit funny there. He's not too bad. But Earl, yeah, go back. I've got one where it tells you where on the course you're at after every shot. Par fives different from the par fours and threes. Um, they're all a little different, but they're overall not too bad at all. So not not a not a very difficult. Chipping and putting can be a bigger pain in the butt. But yeah, I definitely say if you end up getting the printed version of Inside the Cup Golf, get in touch with me, and I can probably lead you to some more stuff that it may not be costing you quite as much, but still, uh, I've got every course that Chris has come up with, and he's got five so far. A sixth is on its way. Um, but my man Alan Shaw, he does some creating as well. It's totally up to Alan what he does with. Most time he just makes it in PDF form and he'll just send it to you. And Chris, it's with Chris's blessing. He has no problem with it. And Alan is good. Alan is very good. He is a computer guy, so he knows what he's talking about there. Um, yeah, if you're looking at the rundown below my name right there, yes, we can have 10 guests on any given time now. Any given time. Have to clear everything with the wife, but like to get a board game. Yeah, Earl, do you have a cam? Do you have a cam? Even if you have a built-in cam on your if you got a built-in cam on your laptop, any kind of cam that you've got hooked to your computer, it works. It's not a lot you have to do if you're going to be a guest on the channel anytime. All you have to do is you bounce out of YouTube. Would you like to come on and talk 5 minutes? This is what you have to do. You would bounce off of YouTube. Okay, you'd go to your email. You would give me your email address. I will send you an email and then invite you to come join me. By magic, StreamYard can pop you on here right here with me. It's awesome. And then heck, you can come on, ask me stuff live, um, about games, about whatever. Maybe trying to meet up some places. We always talk about maybe anytime we get a chance to go out and do stuff, we love to do it. Sunday night may be the last opportunity to see a starting pitcher in this starting batting order. I miss those type of television programs. Um, Sports Time Machine, you miss those types of television programs. Uh, do uh, widen it out a little bit, widen the scope a little bit, so I can figure out what exactly if I brought up a point or something or whatever. But yeah, Earl, if you're interested in coming on, just post your email address right there. Then before you leave, you can actually delete it. Uh, yeah, we may not see a starting pitcher hit in a starting lineup any after Sunday. Yeah, Sunday would be it if it goes that far. Well, it has to go that far. It has to be at least 3 games in the National League Park. So Atlanta,
Won't be in
pitchers may not have to hit next year with the DH. So you won't have to sit and watch Zach Eflin swing a bat like a. Yeah, he's really bad. Yeah. Anybody would like to be on, all you got to do is show your email address to me. I'll pop you on here real quick. Um, um, all up for questions or whatever. If you got something you want to ask, if you just would like to say hi to everybody, like to come on live and say hi to your wife, hi to your kids. Uh, it's a good way to do it. Come right on here. Um, it's not a very difficult thing. Um, you can stay on 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. Not bad deal at all. Um, yeah, Earl. If you're interested, just shoot me your email right here. Or if you give me your email on the phone, that'll be all right too. Uh, yeah, yeah, I am on already, and Keith White has gave me his. He has given me his pick as to who I should put on my Ryder Cup team. So we'll write that down. Like I say, November 1st for me will be my deadline, and then I'm going to start testing my golfers. I'm going to try them out on different courses here on my channel with different teams, stuff like that, so you guys can kind of see how the American team is looking as we warm up for Ryder Cup 2 2021. Ryder Cup 1 2021, the Americans won, but we only won by a point and a half. So can't afford to make it that close this time. Um, yeah, Earl. Let's see. Anybody wishing to get in contact with me anytime, this is my email, and I'm no problem. I'm no problem to contact anytime. Um, you can contact me, um, leave messages, anything I got going on there. It's pretty cool, and I try to get back in contact with people within 24 hours. Okay, and 24 hours to some people saying like, "Damn, Rob, 24 hours is a long time." I'm not always home. A lot of times I'll be driving and I'll hear my phone go beep, and that means I've gotten a message somewhere off of either YouTube or off of maybe eBay. I've got an eBay network channel. I mean, my own store. I've got my own eBay store, in fact. So I stay pretty busy with some stuff online. So I'm on here a whole lot, whether I am on whether I'm on here live or not. Let me look at my email right now and see if anybody sent me anything. Uh, but yeah, all you gotta do is say yeah, I'd like to join. Come come on, and then obviously I've got your email. Then all I gotta do is send you pop an email to you. Any love for Replay Baseball? Kindly help me reach 25 subscribers with no videos. Yo yo yo. Uh, I I don't know I don't know enough about replay baseball, Earl. I cannot give it a thumbs up or thumbs down either one. Neither one. I can't. But that's maybe something somebody else can do. Uh, you want to pop on here for a minute, Earl? All right. Um, all right. Let's see. What else we got here? We got some more banners. Let me throw another banner up here. Um, there we go. College teams that may need a coach: Virginia Tech, Miami, LSU, USC, Cincinnati, Florida, Kentucky. That's just to start. They have a free demo. Oh, okay. Very good game, says Frank. Oh, okay. Um, I'm hearing Mark Stoops' name a lot now. A lot for for a couple of these jobs, especially the Miami job. It looks like Mark Stoops could be heading to Miami. Virginia Tech, Justin Fuente. I think he seems to think he is in good standing. I don't think he is. I think he could be in some serious trouble. Luke Fickle leaving Cincinnati. I think he's leaving whether he goes to LSU or USC. But I personally think USC has already hired him. So I think Luke Fickle will be leaving Cincinnati. That job will be coming open. Obviously, Mullen isn't getting fired. He will have to let go of Todman, but Florida isn't going to fire Mullen yet. Um, if Florida loses two more games, he's gone. But will they lose two more games? They lose to Georgia this week, yeah. But how many have they lost? If they lose 5 games, he's gone. I think. But how many games has Florida lost right now? 2 or 3? How many has Florida lost? I think they've lost 2 so far. If they lose to Georgia, then 2 more. Let's say 2. Let's say they lose 5. I I don't like Mullen's chances. We'll see. We'll see. Um, I and then of course the Bears job. Man, I tell you, Matt Nagy may be the worst coach in football, next to Washington football coach. To me, is a joke. I'm sorry, that guy's a clown. He is a clown. He has no 4-3 right now. Yeah, and then so they'll be 4-4 if they lose. If they lose, let's see, who's Florida playing this week? Who's Florida? Oh yeah, they play in Georgia, so they'll be 4-4. Yeah, I think if they lose 5 games, he's gone. I really do. We'll see. Issue is who are you going to get that's better? This issue is totally on the D right now. Well, I've heard some names going around for the Florida job. If Bama beats Georgia in the SEC title game, do they both make the Final Four? Oh man, Frank's put me on the spot because he knows I've been a tough ass against the Big Ten. Um, the only way Georgia should stay in it, Bama would make it. The only way Georgia should be able to stay in it is if the second, third, and fourth ranked teams are so far behind them right now. Georgia needs to beat Florida convincingly. I'm not sure they will. Um, is Oregon a top 16? I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I don't like anybody out of the Pac-12 right now. No. Oklahoma, I've said all along, I think Oklahoma's overrated. I think Oklahoma will get beat. I don't know by who, but I think somebody beats Oklahoma. I really do. Ohio State this week, they're going to march all over Penn State. How about the Michigan State game? I mean, we called that game earlier this week as well. Michigan State, and everybody on my channel, other than Matt, seems to like Michigan State this week. Michigan 4-point favorite sounds like a lot to us. I like Michigan State. Now, Frank is close to home. That's closer to home with him. He probably can tell us what the more of the feel about that Michigan State game than we do because I'm down south. Um, Matt, Keith, both down, and Harris, we're all down south. And Tim's right there. He's right in the heart of Cleveland, up in that area. But what are you thinking, Frank? The Michigan State game. They're playing in East Lansing, and they're 4-point dogs. To me, nobody's shown them any love this year. Is a Harbaugh factor coming in? Is people saying, well, Harbaugh's a coach, he's due this. Look, you're not due anything until it happens. That's why I think 4 points is a lot. I think it's a field goal game. I really do. I think it's a field goal game. Um, we'll see, but I just think I just think it could it could happen. I think um, I like Michigan State in that game. Uh, Matt went to the what did he say, the optics, or he went into uh, the points per possession. Matt gets into it deep, and he said Michigan wins by more than 4 points. So we'll see what happens there. No love for Texas this week. Texas going to Baylor. Uh, what do you think of Keeman, or the Barcelona coach, Keeman being sacked? I don't know anything about that. Michigan has to win, or I think he is gone. Um, wow, really? Um, and I watch some things with. I watch some things. Not I don't like watching Big Ten shows. I don't like watching SEC shows. I like to watch more nationally broadcasted stuff. And from all indications, from all indications, Michigan and Michigan State are three lost teams. Their teams, when they went into the season, people picked them to go like 9-3, 8-4, and they're both playing way over that total right now. Of course, they've got some tough games ahead of them. Yes, but if they lose one, 2 games, I know Harbaugh's had he's they've been all over him. I know they have been. Um, Everybody agree with Frank? If Harbaugh loses this one game to Michigan State, let's even go further. Let's say he loses to Michigan State and to Ohio State. Let's say he loses both, and he goes, what's that, 10-2? Is Harbaugh gone? And now, when I say that, are they going to fire him? He can go on his own volition. He can leave anytime he wants to. But are they going to fire him? I wonder. Um, I think 10-2 would be good enough to keep your job, but I know they've been on his ass for 4 years, 3 years. So after a while, the fire catches up and lights your ass up. So we'll see what happens. Um, I'm not sure they should have been expected to go undefeated. I mean, yeah, he needs to win. I don't have a pulse on Michigan football, but I would think they have to face plant for him to get fired. They have to face plant for him to get fired at this. I agree, Matt. I don't. I think maybe a couple losses, and you still got to keep him. This is not a This is not a team. When he took over the situation, this was not a team that was winning 10 games a year every year. Now they were winning 10 games here and there, here and there, but since what was his Brady Hoke? I mean, he didn't do a hell of a lot for him. And then Rodriguez, uh, Rich Rodriguez. I mean, he took over a program that was in a kind. I'm not gonna say a shambles so much, but Rich Rodriguez. I mean, anywhere Rich Rodriguez has been, you can pretty much see a hurricane done been there. Um, Harbaugh, the next Bears coach. You know what, Keith? That would make all the sense in the world. They've been off since the Rich Rodriguez hire. Yeah, you're right. Rich Rodriguez, man, he can screw anything up. I mean, it was like hurricane going through there. Uh, my final four is Ohio State, Bama, Oklahoma, Georgia, with one loss will make it no Pac-12. I agree, Frank. I don't think Pac-12 makes it. Um, I think um, Cincinnati still may slide in there, and if they do, who's going to be the team that doesn't make it? Um, the ACC. I don't think they have a representative this year. Along with the Pac-12. Um, but I'm not going to be surprised if falls out of there. If Oklahoma falls out of it, um, Cincinnati probably would be popping in there, and we'll see what happens then. Um, Then you got to see who will be number one. Obviously, if Alabama beats Georgia, it's going to be hard to keep them away from number one. I don't care uh, if Oklahoma is undefeated. It's going to be hard to keep Alabama away from being number one. Um, Cincy is going to get jumped due to SOS. Um, Strength of schedule. Oh, okay. They could. They could. You could be right there. Keith's got something though. Harbaugh, the Bears coach, to me, he was a good coach at the 49ers. The whole time he was at the 49ers, um, he seemed to have his stuff together, and they always seemed to play well for him. Um, would the Bears risk hiring somebody that's not I'm not gonna say hated because I'm not we're not gonna go as far as say hated or anything about Harbaugh in Michigan. Michigan loves Harbaugh, we know that. But would they take a chance on him? I'm not sure they would. But who wants a Bears job? That's a better point. Who even wants to walk in there and take over for Matt Nagy right now? The Jets are another shambles. Um, their quarterback situation has not gotten any better. The Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers right now. Everybody is saying Sam Darnold's got to go. Sam Darnold's got to go. Sam Darnold's got to go. Remember 6 weeks ago. Remember 6 weeks ago. Not even 2 months ago. We were talking about how well Sam Darnold was fitting in down in Carolina. On my show on the show here we were talking. Um, you know, we were talking about how well Darnold has fit down in Carolina. Has somebody all of a sudden put that much pressure on him to where now he's not performing, or is it just schedule? Actually they're actually playing somebody and he can't beat somebody. I don't know. That one's got me puzzled because I said on here that I think Darnold is a perfect fit for Carolina 6 weeks ago, and now since then he's out, he's hurt. Now maybe he played hurt. Maybe he played hurt. All I know is this: when a quarterback plays hurt, he should come out right out and say, I'm playing at 75% right now. The problem with that is this: when you admit it to the public, the coach hears this and is like, okay, now he's got an out if he plays bad. And that might be a reason to take him out quicker and quicker and quicker. I don't know. But he and Garoppolo, to me, are the two biggest question marks out there. I mean, what has Garoppolo got? What has Garoppolo got going on? Garoppolo, I mean, I guess every week he's looking over his shoulder to see if Trey Lance is going to play, but still, I think Garoppolo should realize if he goes out there and just performs, and when I say performed, 15 of 20, 195 yards, 2 touchdowns, no INTs, he can play. Would you play a banged up Mayfield or Keenum right now? Everybody tells me Case Keenum's playing so well. If Case Keenum's playing well, I would keep him in there. Now you guys know how I feel about Baker Mayfield. I am biased, big time biased. I don't like Baker Mayfield. I don't think he's an NFL quarterback. I think Baker Mayfield's a shined up Johnny Manziel. That's all I think. So for me, I'm biased on it. I don't lie about it. But you guys ask me stuff, and I'm going to tell you the truth, what I think about it. Um, I saw Keenum play for Washington when he was there at Washington. He didn't play badly. Keenum, to me, looks like a kind of a roadside assistance quarterback, kind of behind the guy for Minnesota. That's what I see with Case Keenum. He's not a bad quarterback. He's not a good quarterback. He's serviceable, but kind of like just a half a notch below the Minnesota quarterback. I can't even think of his name right now. But and you guys know how I feel about him too. He's a the Minnesota quarterback has got the same. He's got the same DNA as a kid down in New Orleans. He can throw 4 interceptions any given week. He can. He can look like a masterpiece. Throw 28 or 32 for 450 yards, 4 touchdowns, no INTs one week. And then the very next week, 15 of 40, no touchdowns. Yeah, Kirk Cousins. He can do it. Kirk Cousins is more that way is anybody other than a kid down in New Orleans. Jameis Winston. Is Lane Kiffin locked in at Ole Miss? I don't think Lane Kiffin's locked in anywhere. I think Lane Kiffin I think he keeps the door unlocked everywhere he goes and is ready to walk anytime. What's the longest Lane Kiffin's ever stayed in any job as far as coaching? Somebody find that out. Has he ever been any place 5 years? Has he ever been any place 5 years? And after a while, that becomes a knock on you. That becomes a knock on you. You know, there's still rumblings in Pittsburgh about Mike Tomlin leaving to go to another job. And I'm starting to think maybe some of those grumblings and mumblings and tumblings are real. I'm starting to think maybe his name has not popped up in the last 5 years, 7 years. We haven't heard anything. Pittsburgh's hitting some trouble points now. Okay, Pittsburgh, number one, has got to get themselves a new quarterback. When they get themselves a new quarterback, wouldn't that be a perfect time to have a fresh start with a new coach? Okay. Now Tomlin says he's not interested in leaving. That's only half of it, though. You got to make sure your employer wants to keep you, which I don't think they're looking to get rid of Tomlin. I really don't. But they might be looking like, look, Mike, look, you've been here. You've done a fantastic job for us. You've been great. You took us to 2 Super Bowls. We've won one. We're doing everything we possibly can. But we're going to bring a new quarterback in to take Big Ben's place. If you don't want to be here for this new changing of the guard, so to speak, we understand. Now, Kiffin is the Larry Brown of college football. Yeah. Kiffin has never stayed in one place. So why would you want to hire him? Why would you want to hire him? You know, I realize Virginia Tech with Justin Fuente, somebody we'd never heard of, right? They want a name. They want a name to come to Virginia Tech. They want somebody with a brand. But do you want Lane Kiffin? Do you want Lane Kiffin? Do you want to open up your wallet and say, guess what, Lane? You can have the biggest farm out here on the side of the mountain with the nicest springs and nicest everything, right? And we'll hook you up. But, and pay 6, 7, 8 million a year. Way up there. That's a high paying job. But do you want to risk bringing him in, knowing probably by the year 2025 he's gone? To me, I would rather have a name that is solid, okay? Somebody that would be a solid person, number one, of with some regard to human. Perfect example. Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze left Auburn. Does anybody remember what happened to Hugh Freeze? Hugh Freeze was messing around with strippers and call girls and all this type of stuff, and get caught in a limo or whatever it was, and they didn't even have any clothes on. Uh, what's up, Earl? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Liberty University, a Baptist college in Lynchburg. They got together and they went down to Alabama to talk to Hugh Freeze. And they said, Hugh, look, we're not the biggest college. We want a name. But you got to quit acting like a fool. Okay? We know you can recruit. But you got to quit acting like a dumbass. You know? We're going to be your employer and we expect nothing short of up here. Act like you got some damn sense. We'll pay you. We'll pay you pretty good. We're not going to pay you what the SEC's paying you, but we'll pay you $4 million a year. For a small school, that's great. And he's come up here so far and turned the program around. If there was any smoke, any fire going on up here, we'd know about it because it's such a small school. So far he's kept his nose clean. But anytime you do that, that's a risk, folks. Anytime you go out here, you go sign a coach for 5 years, $22 million. That's a huge risk. Because chances are, if he goes out here and gets a DUI a month after you hire him, you're still going to pay $6-8 million to get rid of him. Case in point, John Gruden. John Gruden just got his money, and it's reported it's between $8 and $10 million. So that proves he got pushed out the door. He got pushed out the door. You can say he resigned all you want to, but when you come back to the door and say you got your hand held out right there, expected money in your hand, it's not because you walked away. It's because somebody pushed you out that damn door. You got pushed out. And they had to do it. And, the guys for the Raiders even admitted, we love Gruden to death as a person. But as a coach, he's got to get his shit together. And now they're paying him. And then now they're paying some assistant to coach for him right now. Now, do you bring another big name in and risk it again? Don't forget, any email you've sent in the last 20 years, somebody's going to see it. You know? Do you risk signing somebody for 5 years for $30 million on the premise that, okay, I hope that you've never done anything out of the way? Because if you have, they're going to come up. It's going to get dug up. They're going to find out. Or are we going to start signing contracts that even has at the bottom in a small print, in the instance that you get fired due to lack of lack of derelict or whatever, your pay will become null and void. Is it going to become that? If you get fired from your job, right, because you make a gay slur, a homophobic slur, any of that, are they going to keep paying you? Why should these jabronis deserve any better? It may be coaches we love to death. It may be coaches we think do a hell of a good job. Why should they keep getting paid? Why should they keep getting paid? If you walk in your job, you get caught saying something you shouldn't have said, whether you believe it or not, something you just slipped out of your mouth, whatever, and bye. The next thing's happening is you're sitting in your car and you're looking at the building right there next to it, and you realize you're not coming back here tomorrow. I don't know. You tell me. You guys tell me. If that was done, right? Now I understand they're under a microscope a lot bigger than we are, but they are also making a lot more money They don't have to look for their money with a microscope like we do. Their money is stacked in front of them. So with money, with responsibility comes, you know, with money comes responsibility. Sam Pittman had Arkansas off to such a good start this year. Then they met Georgia, Ole Miss, and Auburn. Yeah, it's all in how you meet your schedule. It really is. It's all in how you meet your schedule. And I'm kind of against all these teams having to play all these tough games week 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But they do it for a reason. They do it for the show off. They do it to impress the voters. That's why SEC, Big Ten, every one of them, they line up their competition so at the end of the year, all you remember is either they played like champions or they played like shit. You got to show. It's a show for the dough now. It's time to put on your best. How many more years do you think Saban will coach? How old is Nick now? 72? Is Nick 72 years old? 71? Let's see. That's a great question. How old is Nick Saban? He's 69, and actually, Halloween Day he'll be 70. How about that? Trick or treat. Trick or treat. Um, wow. That's a great question. Now, is he going to be one of those coaches that's going to give everybody that well, I'm leaving, so I want to be treated this way, that way, or the other way? Or is he going to just kind of pop out of here? What's up, B.R. Wells? Um, anybody? What kind of building should be named after Nick Saban? Man, I tell you, um, he's performed for him. He's performed for him. So they're going to have to do something. Will they even think about renaming that stadium? Ah, man. He seems to be healthy. Still has a fire. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Um, and let me ask another question. Here's one I'm just popping at the blue, but I heard a good question the other day. Remember when Nick Saban went to LSU? And look, if I'm picking on LSU fans now, um, it's your turn, I guess. If I'm picking on LSU fans, it's my turn. It's time for it. um, remember when he went to LSU and he won a championship, right? He leaves. Les Miles wins. Ed Orgeron comes in and wins. Now, the question I want to pose you guys is this. Personally, I don't think Les Miles or Ed Orgeron are coaches that could lead a team to a win like that without some assistance. Now, the question I want to pose is this. Would either one of these guys have won national championships for LSU had Nick Saban never went there? So what I am pretty much saying is this. LSU lived off of the waves of Nick Saban for a few years after he left. Now I may be totally wrong by saying that. But how many people are knocking Les Miles and Ed Orgeron's doors down? I may be wrong. I may be wrong. But is there a chance that these two guys kind of came in kind of on the wakes and the waves of when Saban was still there? He still had players coming through the gates. And there were still a few that were still willing to come in there. I don't know. But do you become that good a coach and that bad a coach that quick? I don't know. You guys tell me. You guys tell me. Do you think they were assisted, especially Les Miles? He had to have been. But I'm even saying Ed Orgeron. I'm saying Ed Orgeron. Even with it, it'll be Nick Saban Field at Bryant Denny Stadium. It could be. Les Miles still has the baggage of an accusation some girl made against him. As far as yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying though. You guys tell me, were those two guys good enough coaches in their own to take LSU to the promised land without some? I'm going to say it this way: some waves or some type of assistance from the the predecessor era, from the time Saban was there. So what do you think, guys? I mean, that's what I think anyway. I don't look at Les Miles and I don't look at Ed Orgeron and think, boy, oh boy, if Ed Orgeron wanted that USC job today, he could go out there and get it. Uh, I would say no, they did not win one before. No, no, I'm not saying they would win one before Saban. What I'm saying is, do you think Saban played a part, or even if it was a minute role, by first being at LSU, so to where it helped them? I think it's fair to say that Saban had built a winning program, and Miles rode it out, much like Barry Switzer in the NFL did in Dallas after replacing Jimmy Johnson. I think so too, B.R. Wells. I think so too. I think he brought the winning atmosphere to LSU, and now it's the waves are starting to calm down, and they're starting to get back to reality. Now it doesn't hurt when you got a quarterback in there named Joe Burrow. That doesn't hurt at all. You got a quarterback named Joe Burrow. That mean a lot of a lot of open spots gets taken care of when you've got that much of a talent, and he was quite the talent in college. Um, Orgeron was very average. Orgeron was very average at Ole Miss, and somehow had short runs as interim head coach at US. It was a recruit. Yeah, that's it. I think so too. Um, um, Let me ask this. How about this? Uh, Miles was about above average. I think he was always competitive, but neither Orgeron or Miles are program changers. Let me say it this way. Look at all those teams I've got listed right there. How many of them would consider Orgeron right now? If if their jobs came open today, I agree with that. I agree. Mel Tucker from Michigan State will be the next LSU coach. It could happen. I think LSU won a national championship in 1958. Yeah, those those college teams I got listed up there right now, if they had an opening, how many of them would hire Orgeron? How many would hire Ed Orgeron right now? Would Virginia Tech hire Ed Orgeron right now? Ed, we want you. Miami, Cincinnati, USC, Florida, Kentucky. I don't think half of them would. Why? Because I think all of them would be thinking this. I think we can find somebody better. Now, that might be mean of me saying that. Same thing in Blacksburg with Tech. Beamer built a winning program, and the fruits of that were reaped by the next coach. Now Tech is on the downward spiral. Yeah. Well, in fact, he was the next coach. He was the next coach. Fuentes was the first. He's their first coach since Beamer left. But the problem has been this: He's not been able to bring in any recruits from Florida or California. No, they Beamer used to go straight to Florida to go down there to some of these um, inner cities, Jacksonville, Orlando, Tampa, Miami, big time, um, and go in those cities and be like, yeah. Number one, he looked for speed, and number two, he looked for strength. He would go down and get some of these speed demons from down in Florida and bring them up here and play at Tech. And they just don't do it anymore. Maybe Miami. He was the DL coach. Yep, yep. Um, Anybody want to come on here join me for just a few minutes? You certainly can. All you got to do is give me an email address. Oh, yeah, it's been a mess this morning. Most time I'm hat driven, so all you got to do is throw me an email address there, and I'll pop it to you. It does make sense, Frank. Is best as a defensive coordinator. Yeah, Orgeron. But boy, oh boy, would you like to hear him talk to you for 4 years? Man, that gravelly voice. Also here in the University of Florida might be itching to bring him in. Oh, he may bring him in as a defensive coordinator, but none higher as a head coach. Now, I agree. Yeah, yeah. Now, like I say, I joined StreamYard this morning. Matt, Keith, Tim, um, Anthony, um, Harris. Um, let's see who else. Enjoy the talk. Gotta get off. Enjoy the talk. Off to get some Halloween candy. Oh, gonna go get some Halloween candy. Frank is. Everybody that's been on my channel before. Now I'm no longer limited to 6 people on my channel. I can have 10 at one time. So we can have a flow of people coming through here. Frank's going to have to join us one day. Frank's not upset with me today. I didn't rip into the Big Ten today. Paul Govier. Hi, Rob and guys. What's up, Paul? It's the islands. Paul's in the islands. He's laying out back of his house getting a tan. And what's the temperature at your house right now, Paul? He's next to Norway, folks. He's next to Norway. So it's not like he's out here. It's probably like 45, 50 degrees up here for a high. Oh man, let's see what the temperature is here. I'll tell you right now. Pretty cool. It's been a little chilly the last few days. Current temperature 58. 58 degrees here. Feels like 58, and it is 58. Yeah. Yeah. And B.R. Wells. B.R. Wells is. B.R. Wells, you're here in Virginia, right? Aren't you here in Virginia? You're up there. Aren't you close to Longwood College? Longwood University? Which one do they call it? I think it's Longwood University now. I think it's where BR is coming from. In the office at the moment, but 11 degrees Celsius. Yeah. Has anyone made any college basketball predictions for this season yet? Not on my channel, we haven't. Not on my channel, we haven't. We could do it if we want to. East of me, yep, a little bit north of me too. 20 miles south of Farmville. Yeah. Okay. You're right there close to Briary Creek Lake. I know where 15 is. I know the area well. Victoria. I know the area. I actually got family at Victoria, believe it or not. And if you guys look at Victoria, Virginia, you're going to be like, oh my lord, there's only 8 people live there. Yeah, well, two of them's kin to me. The mailman leaves at 8. Oh yes, good fishing. Yeah, the mailman leaves at 8:30 and comes back to the postal office at 9 o'clock. Oh my gosh. B.R. Wells never been on live. You've never been on live with me before. No, you have to one day. Yeah. We're gonna expand the channel out a lot. We're gonna have as many folks as we possibly can on here live, and letting me know um, what you guys want to see, and that's what we want. And it's it. I think it's gonna help a channel. Yeah. If you got a cam, that's all. It's only two things you need to be on this channel and join me live. A cam, even if it's built into your if cam's built into your laptop, that's fine. And an email address. That's it. I StreamYard can work out all the magic. And in fact, you leave YouTube when you come in here and join me. It sounds crazy, but that's the truth. You would go to your email address. I email you. You open the email. What what date's YRL starting? I have got to get them printed out. Um, PGet sent them to me. I'm hoping sometime early November, and we're going to race it smaller league, the lower league too. I'm probably going to call it League Two, and Dale Lonsdale League, or actually Dale Lonsdale League, maybe the League Two, and then the YRL maybe the top league. But Dale Lonsdale League would be cool too. And I think we're gonna have 15, 17. Looking forward to the YRL. Yeah. Look at the fishing text that I sent you. Keith has been known to send me some stuff before. Hope it'll open. Um, but yeah, I'm hoping to. Looking forward to expansion. We can relegate Sean. Yeah, bottom five get relegated to Division Two or down to the Dale Lonsdale. Oh, grenade fishing gone wrong. Hmm. Boy, oh boy. There's some dumbasses in this world. PJet's right here with us now. What's up, PJet? Um, you still up in Harrisonburg area, PJet? Wish you was down this way. I could take you down there to that house. That would be awesome. You could actually go down there and see it. Because I hate kind of being a middleman for you because I don't know exactly what you want. But I know where the house is. I can stay on back roads and get you there. Yeah. Yeah, like I say, I wish you was down this way some, like, uh, wasn't 2 hours away. And if you weren't, I could meet you somewhere, pick you up. I'd even take you back up there. Was watching one of your instructional videos yesterday, PJ. Shootout hockey. Yeah, I had shootout hockey at one time myself, BR Wells. PJ is good at it. I just wasn't big on it. PJ liked it, and yeah, we were just talking about PJ. They sent me the drivers. Place in the Hillsville I want to look at, just north of Galax. Now that's a ways from me. Yeah, that's right. If you're going straight down 81, but down the one you were talking to me about, that's 20 miles away. Something like it's not far from me at all. It's very close. So I wish like hell, like I say, I wish you were down this way. Hop you in the car with me, and we'd ride down there and go look at it. I enjoy shootout hockey as small footprint when I travel. Yeah, yeah. It's not a whole lot, not a lot you got to take with you, right? Because each card has an entire team with you. So I can understand that, and yeah, makes a lot of sense. Paul, I'm gonna ask a dumb question. How big is the island you live on? I mean, we talking about Gilligan's Island. You can walk across one side to the other, or there are hundreds of houses. Yeah, it's a very compact game. Or are we talking tens of houses, hundreds of houses on your island? Because the island looks little as shit. I can picture. You see, I'm picturing Paul in flip flops in a boat next to him, sitting there drinking a mixed drink. Got a coconut in one hand, and a mixed drink in the other. Oh shit! How terrible! I know that. Yes, 20,000 population. Island's about 60 miles long by 10 miles wide. Oh, all right. So shit, it's bigger than I thought. Okay, it just looks so small on the on the map. Just let the pina colada flow. Sit next to the skipper and Ginger. Where's 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 it? Uh, where's it? Professor at? Yeah, the professor. I never liked that little jabroni. I don't know why. I just never liked him. He played a bad guy all in like what was his name? Russell Johnson. Russell Johnson. He played the bad guy in all of the westerns, and he plays this doofus professor. It's like, yeah, you're a washed up jabroni. You can be a professor. Oh my God. Just let the pina colada flow. That's it. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we updated on StreamYard today. Um, Now we can have 10, yes, 10 guests on our shows. Professor's off building a radio out of two coconuts. So yeah, anytime somebody wants to be on here, you send me an email. You put your email. You can post your email in chat. You post your email in chat. You can pop right on here with me. It's not very difficult. We got to get Michael Peterson locked in. I've got shootout hockey as well. When I do roll it, I just do King of the Hill style. I don't replay a season like I do with second season or Red, White, and Blue Racing. Yeah, I've got a Red, White, and Blue Racing season going on too in 80, 85, 86, something like that. And I've done about 10 of those races, and I just stopped cold turkey. I haven't been playing enough stuff. Great for Shetland pony sound effects. Two coconuts. Oh my God. Never thought about rolling King of the Hill style. Good idea. About that. Matt has some great ideas on the channel. Uh, yeah. Uh, I need to start putting a list up here of the people that have um, been on my channel live with me before. Uh, but yeah, anytime you want to try, um, don't have to have headphones. All you got to do is have a cam on your laptop. It can be built in, or you can have your another cam. Doesn't matter. And an email address. We can get you on here. We can do it. We can do it. Matt's come on with me a numerous amount of times, and Matt is very good guest. You can almost play RPG with guests online. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, because I and I can, like I say, now I can have Alan Shaw on here. He and I can do all of our broadcasts on StreamYard on my channel now. We can StreamYard straight off my channel, and it won't. It doesn't. Um, it won't affect his minutes because you get 20 hours free a month. But now I'm unlimited. I've got how. What's your favorite board game? Wow, dude. Wow. Oh man. Oh gosh. Solo. I'm gonna ask one question, Earl. Solo or multiplayer? P-Jet says all my games and cards are packed away in storage, driving him nuts. So he's ready to get in there. With Grid Zone, how much flexibility is there with the rules? Is a game a certain number of possessions? Keith, you can do a lot of things with it. You can kind of make it your own amount. You can make each play count as 35, 45 seconds if you want to. You can do that. I wouldn't go as far as a minute, but 45 seconds you can do. Yeah. Hope he gets less busy so he can start second Ryder Cup with. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, Paul, we're gonna post our new golfers that are available. Has everybody seen the golfers I posted that you guys can vote on? Yeah, but yeah, Grid Zone you can do so many things with it. You can make it time. You can make it time driven if you want to. You don't have to do it by possessions if you want to play it that way. Um, has everyone seen my wild card selections or offers for the U.S. Ryder Cup team? I've got my five public already. I've already went public with my five. Got them right here. If somebody would like to see them, and you can just simply get in touch with me. Let me know which one of the five you'd like to see represent the U.S. Um, in my Ryder Cup. I spoke to Alan, and he has not done his yet. Not seen you. Oh, you not seen mine? Yeah, he got in touch with me today. Said he's got it together. Uh, he's busy today. We may get together tomorrow and post them, but I can still post mine right now. It don't matter. I can do that. All right, I got them right here. All right, let's see. Got them right here. Um, I'm taking Tony Finau out only due to the fact he just doesn't hit the ball as straight as some of the other guys. So Finau is not going to be playing on the U.S. team. Um, I forgot who's one, two, three, four, and five. So just send me names, okay? I've got two names already been sent to me, and yeah, this would be cool. So my first one is Kevin Chappell. Kevin Chappell. Uh, my second one is Lanto Griffin. Lanto Griffin. And my third one is Billy Horschel. Billy Horschel. And my fourth one is Kevin Kisner. And my fifth one is Matt Kuchar. Matt Kuchar. So what's happening is one of those guys is going to take Finau's place along with the other 11. Scotty Scheffler, Harris English, Jordan Spieth, Dustin Johnson, Justin Thomas. As a European, I think John Huh, who did badly. Oh, Colin Morikawa, Daniel Berger, Xander Schauffele, Patrick Cantlay, Brooks Kepka, Bryson DeChambeau. They are my 11, and then one of those other guys is going to be my 12th. And if you vote, you get to vote to me some kind of way. It doesn't matter. You can email it to me, however way you want to. I don't care. Um, but yeah, um, should be very, very, very interesting. Don't forget tonight, NFL, Packers traveling to the Cardinals. Cardinals a 3-point favorite. I'm liking the Packers in this game. I'm really liking the Packers in this game. I think they win straight up. I think the Cardinals lose their first game tonight. I think the Cardinals probably looking ahead a little bit. They've got the Niners coming up. They've got the Rams coming up. They got some tough games. So they're not going undefeated. Number one, they're not going undefeated. The Cardinals, and then number two, if the Packers lose, they somewhere along the way the Cardinals are going to lose. But they're a good team. They're really, really a good team. Um, Ole Miss this week. We were just talking about Lane Kiffin um, heading to Auburn, and Ole Miss a 1-point favorite. Early in the week, Auburn was a 3-point favorite, and it's already went. I mean, Sunday, Auburn was a 3-point favorite, and it flipped all the way to Ole Miss being a 1-point favorite. Home time from work. Catch you all later. Take care, everyone. Okay, Paul, have a good one. Um, I, I'm really, everybody's betting on the Ole Miss side of things. I like Auburn in this game. I really do. I think Auburn shows up this week. Harris Jessup's biggest nightmare is Auburn coming out actually playing well, but I think they do it. I really do. Um, where's Frank Waynscott when we want to see him? Penn State's traveling to Ohio State. Ohio State only a 16.5-point favorite. I'm surprised this number's not up to 20. Looks like the quarterback for Penn State's not going to play. Ohio State should be a good time. Take care, Rob. Have to go now. Love your show, Earl. You're more than welcome, my friend. And anytime you want to come on, let me know. All you gotta do is let me know something. Tonight, Troy against Coastal Carolina. I think Coastal Carolina's going to suffer their second loss. I'm not going to go that far. I'll say I don't think they're going to cover 19 points. But I think Troy is a team that can hurt them. Troy has some ways they can move a ball up down the field, and they can hurt Coastal. We'll see what happens in that game. Um, Michigan State game, we've been talking about it. Michigan 4-point favorites at Michigan State. East Lansing getting no love. They got to step foot on that field Saturday at noon in East Lansing. There's no looking back. There's no big house. It's only East Lansing in front of you. I think it's going to be very, very tough for Michigan to handle. I really do. I think that's going to be. A tough, tough road to hoe right there for those guys. Um, Georgia and Florida. I'm one of the few that took Florida. Florida's getting 14 points. I think they're going to keep this game close. I think they're going to scare Georgia. Georgia can ill afford a loss. Because if they lose, number one, they're going to fall in the polls. But number two, if they do get a chance to play Alabama in the SEC championship with a second loss, they'll be out of the playoffs. They will definitely not be a top 4 team. Oklahoma, I think this is a trip-up game for them. They're 20-point favorites against Texas Tech, and they're at home. I think they could lose. This game. Take care, Rob and fellas. Enjoy the conversation. Got to go run some errands. Have a great Thursday, everybody. Yep. Who all's here? Who all's here? Who all is here right now? See if I can find. I don't have any way to find out, I guess. So, yeah, Keith's here. Keith's working. What in the hell's Keith doing on here? Keith's gonna get in trouble with the head Mountie. Um, but yeah, we're gonna probably. I may even come back on in a little while with a payoff pitch game ready to roll today. Maybe we'll do that. And from now on, you're gonna be seeing me on Streamyard. Uh, Give me your ups and downs about it, what you think about it, and even if you want to join me during a broadcast of a payoff pitch game, you certainly can. Certainly can. Till I see you again, my name's Rob. Thanks so much for checking out my channel. God bless, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.